Hey guys, it's Dustin here, the Pro Picker, and I'm going to do a what sold video today and then kind of follow up with some of my goals for 2021. I thought it would be fun to go over the eBay sales on the last day of 2020. I actually had a pretty decent New Year's Eve when it came to sales. Nothing massive, but pretty good. And definitely one big purchase in there helped bump that up. And then please consider staying tuned for the 2021 goals. I had initially started work on that video, but then kind of scrapped it and figured I'd do something a little more informal. So yeah, with that, let's go ahead and get started. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more eBay reselling, picking, sourcing content. It's what I do, and if you like that, you'll definitely like what is in store for future videos. Also consider giving the video a like and turning on the bell notification so you're notified. Even though you're subscribed, you'll also be notified, I guess. So you have to do 2 things. 3 things if you like it. So anyways, carrying on here, I'm going to start with these Lee's jeans here. I've had these for quite some time, actually. I sold one of 2 pairs that I have available of this specific jean. I sourced these either at a yard sale or a thrift store. And sold one for $34.99 free shipping. That will ship in an $8 priority bubble envelope. Sold this Monostat 3, and it is actually still in date, which it has to be on eBay. But yeah, I don't remember where I picked this up. I want to say I grabbed these at the bin sale around Dollar Day or Fill a Bag Day. Sold this for $12 free ship. Sold this pet swimming safety dog vest. I'm pretty sure I picked this up at the most recent Fill a Bag Day at MVP liquidation. So this is the big sale right here. I sold this for $350. This was a Klonoa. It's a very uncommon game for the PlayStation 1. This actually had everything, including the warranty card, the manual, and the advertising insert. It actually had 2 of the advertising inserts included in there. So $350, this is a huge amount of money for a single game. They're going to be getting, fancy shipping, insured, of course, and it's not just going in a bubble envelope. It's going in a box. It'll probably have a bubble envelope and a box. But yeah, $350 for that. That's awesome. I sourced this for roughly $200. I ended up initially offering $200, but then bought a lot of other stuff from him for like a total of $300 and some change. So this was a big portion of the money back. I've sold some of the other stuff. In fairness to me, a lot of the stuff I got on the side was a little bit junkier than I had initially seen, but still going to make a hefty profit and super stoked to sell this. It's really fun to source a uncommon game like this and to reap the benefits of the sale. So yeah, that was definitely a good touch right there. This says $49.99 on it. However, we took a best offer of $30. I bought this at a yard sale for $3. It is signed. This was signed at a concert here in Dayton, Ohio, according to the previous owners. So that was pretty cool. Super stoked on that. $30, $3. It's going to ship pretty cheaply as well. Sold this for $45.99. I picked this up at the bin sale, and I want to say it was Dollar Day, but we may have picked this up on $5 Day. Sold this MacBook Pro tempered glass screen protector. I picked this up on Fill a Bag Day, and I was able to shove it in the extra room there. It was one of the BOLO items that I passed up on $5 Day. Ended up selling it really quickly for $29.99. Probably have about 30 to 40 cents into the item. This is shipped though, but still with the low cost of goods, we're definitely making a fair profit on that. Sold this Black Sabbath reunion tour shirt. So somebody came in with a pretty low offer, and this one has a couple condition issues, which we've noted in the description. So he came in at 30. I went ahead and just said, let's counter split the difference at 45, because kind of going on comps and everything, I thought that would be pretty fair. He accepted, and we were good to go, actually. It was one of those offers I didn't think he was going to accept the counter. He was just hoping to get it really cheap or something. But in this instance, he did. So moving that pretty quickly. The quick fit muzzle here, I've had these for a while. I had multiple, sold this one for $12. And those were yard sale pickups, super cheap. I paid $1 a piece on them. This Altec Lansing iPod iPhone dock, I sold this for $26.99 plus $12.99 standard shipping is what it says there. Typically, I go free shipping on everything, so we've had this for quite some time. It says the start date for this listing is August 31st, and this was really when we were getting into infancy of rebuilding our eBay business. So that's pretty crazy that I've had it that long, but the good thing is I did not pay much for it. I do remember it was like something like $2 or $3. Sold this Harley Davidson knife. I ended up getting all three of them for $10. This is the last one. Sold it for $49.99. I think I sold one of the other ones for $50, and then I took an offer of $40 on one of them. So definitely great on $10, even if we're covering the shipping on them. And they come in these huge styrofoam boxes to help protect them, so that's pretty nice. Sold this digital timer, Renwayne. I'm pretty sure we got this on Fill a Bag Day, and $12.99. Probably got 30-40 cents of the item. It'll ship first class probably for around $4. So definitely some room for some profit. Not where I really like to be. I like to be around that $20 AOV, but it makes sense to throw this stuff in the mix sometimes, especially when it's a fast list. Then I got this Smart Attic insulation cover. I'm pretty sure we bought this on $5 day, and it is $34.99 free shipping. So happy about that. That's within that $30 AOV average order value that I like to be at. So with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and transition over to some of my 2021 goals. All right, so let's dig into some 2021 goals here. In the background, I'm going to show some footage of when we were last in the house from the quote-unquote Reseller House video. This is actually during the home inspection. Just wanted to make sure nothing too crazy going on with the place, and it passed with flying colors and should stay within budget. So, yeah, I guess to start out with, we're not going to move into this house, and we're not going to turn it into a reseller house. We are going to purchase it as a rental. That does force us into 25% down, but it would cash flow over $500. In fact, it would still cash flow very well if we were able to cash out refi, and I can get into the numbers in the future if anybody's interested in that, but that could shoot us back everything we had put into the property and more, and we would still be on positive cash flow. Haven't decided if that's the route we're going to go to or not. Really just depends on how much capital for future plans that we're going to need to be able to generate. So with that, a lot of these goals are interconnected. My 2020 was an experience of extreme turbulence, having to ramp up the resale business, having a very difficult time finding deals when it came to real estate, because this is a seller's market all the way. This right here that you're seeing is a very good purchase and one of the best areas in Ohio, honestly. So super stoked that we have this opportunity to turn this into a high-end rental. And just, it's right there, right in the middle of an area where you want it to be. So that's great. So yeah, I'm going to step into the goals portion now of where I want to go in 2021. First off, right off the bat, I'm going to get aggressive and say I want to turn my eBay business into a 6-figure net business. So I want this to act as a stream of income for me that will produce at least 6 figures. How am I going to get there is really the question. And a lot of that's going to be list. So we need to list as much as possible ourselves. But the thing is, we can only do so much. I have a lot of respect for people with heavy listing goals. I think Daily Refinement is mentioning something like 80 a day or something like that as his new goal, if I remember correctly. And that's awesome. Seriously, kudos to him. That is great work ethic, and I have a lot of respect for that. However, I think the direction we're going in, I don't believe that's really going to be possible with everything else we're trying to take on. So we're going to definitely list ourselves, and we're going to have a fairly decent sized goal for that. However, I believe we're going to need to hire a full-time lister. However, that also connects to the real estate thing, because that's just not going to work in our current living condition with having the business right on top of all of our stuff where we live. So I believe we're going to try to get we're not going to try, we are going to find a new location. We're going to look for a place with a pole barn, bigger than the one that you're seeing in the background right there of this house. One of the reasons we're not moving here, I think this would work as a temporary fix to a long-term problem. So we're going to need to purchase a new location. So then we can hire a full-time lister, because they'll have a work site to actually go to. And I think it really is about having them there with the items. I think it's a hard thing to outsource. Personally, I just don't see how that works very successfully, because at the end of the day, if you source something out to somebody else, you still have to take the pictures, compile the data, and give it to them. Well, if I'm already compiling the data on each listing, why give it to them when I could just put it in the eBay app? Personally, I don't think that makes too much sense. I think hiring somebody to do the entire process does. So that I also wish to streamline the buying process, which a new location would facilitate. I'm not giving up picking. I enjoy that part of the business, and that's going to stay for sure. However, to justify a full-time lister or more than one full-time lister, we're going to need more inventory and more consistent, easy to list inventory. So if I have a pole barn and on a major highway, not off a freeway, but a highway, I'm able to get truckloads. And if I'm able to purchase truckloads, I'm able to bring down my buying costs on liquidation items. And then I would be able to have listers work on getting all of those listed. Eventually, if our listing tactics are successful, we're going to need to hire a shipper. But the goal is to eventually turn this into a business that I could walk away from on occasion, and it wouldn't just catch fire. If I stopped doing things for a few days, the business we would go under. In our current circumstance, it's not really a business if you can't walk away from it. It starts to feel just more like another job. Of course, I always want to be highly involved and in the business, but the ability to, take a few days off, or the ability to focus on another project on occasion, is something that is a goal of mine as well for 2021. So we need some kind of new business structure. Our current house, if we move to get an owner-occupied loan on a house that has a pole barn, we would be able to get $300 in cash flow by renting out. But we might just go to cash flow neutral and cash out refi, because the property values in my area have spiked dramatically. Plus, I had a lot of sweat equity put into this place by buying this as an estate sale that needed a lot of work. So I got a really good deal on this place initially. Then we want to fix up this current house that you're seeing right now in the background and turn it into a rental. It'll cash flow for 500 plus, as I've mentioned. However, a cash out refi would probably still keep this cash flow positive, and we would be able to tap out a fairly decent chunk of money if we end up needing it. So, moving on to a couple other topics. I don't want to get so technical in this that it's not entertaining. So, I can always expound upon things in the comments if you have any questions or anything that you just want to bring up. What are your goals? Let me know. How do they compare? if you're in the resale business or real estate game, let me know as well. But yeah, with the YouTube channel, I guess it's kind of like three things. I want to grow the channel. I want to make more exciting and engaging content that provides more value to you as the viewer, and I want more polished videos that have more professionalism. So if that is new equipment, learning new editing, maybe even bringing on an editor, I haven't decided on that yet. Obviously, very small channel. We're making nothing on this right now. In fact, it's a major time sink, which is fine. It's a choice I made. It's something I want to do, and it's something I'm actually enjoying the process of doing. And then I think, from an arbitrary number standpoint, and it'll be interesting to come back to this in a year, I would like to hit 10,000 subs. A lot of channels never hit that. I had almost 30,000, I think, followers on Twitch at one point, and actually a very engaged audience, which was awesome. So I think, the possibility of hitting 10,000 subs over the course of the next year on YouTube is definitely there. And then I also kind of have fitness goals. I'm debating on hiring a coach, actually. So I've been kind of doing the lifting and fitness thing on myself, all by myself, for the most part. Really wanting to get back into the lifting and nutrition and get back onto track with that. So as over the last year, with everything going on with the virus, what's going on in the world today, it's gotten kind of crazy and a little bit off track. So I want to get that going again. And with that, guys, I'm almost out of breath rambling here. I really do appreciate everybody joining my channel over the last couple months. Really appreciate the support. Please, if you're new, consider subscribing, giving the video a like, and dropping a comment, turning on the bell notification. And with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you very much, and see you guys in the next video.